Hello, this is Stan Dubin, and welcome to the Hiring Tips Podcast. The name of this tip is Always Be Hiring. Now, I discussed this in an earlier tip, but it's worth another look. Do you ever meet people that you think would be a great fit for your company? If that happens, what do you do? Well, no need to answer that last question because I have a great suggestion, and it's very simple. Keep a record of that person. I'm a big fan of the program called Evernote. It's a free service that lets you keep all kinds of records. You can write notes in a record, you can record an audio note, you can save web pages in Evernote, you can save selections of a web page, you can save images, videos, etc. It is a very capable program, and as I said, it's free. They do have a paid version, but that's only needed if you're saving a huge number of records every month. There's a Windows version, a Mac version, and an app for the various smartphones and tablets. Well, you'd think that this tip was a big commercial for Evernote, but let me get back to the subject of the tip. Whenever you meet someone or hear of someone that you think might be a good asset for your company, make a record. Include as much information as possible: name, phone, location, email address, and any social media outlets they use: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. In addition to the above, record any observations you may have. If you heard about this person from someone else, indicate who that was and what their observations were. And when the day comes, you can return to these records and you may find someone you considered a pearl 6 months ago who is willing to come by and interview with you. Another time to always be hiring are the times when you actually are hiring. That isn't a play on words. I do have something in mind here. And it may be a bit arduous, but I'll put it out there for you to consider. Let's say you're hiring for position X, and after going through your hiring process with a number of people, you find and hire your ideal candidate. That's that, right? Well, here's the suggestion. Interview the remaining candidates. Establish a good relationship with each one in the hiring interview or interviews, and keep a record of each one for future positions. Yes, that's considerably more work, but I wanted to provide the suggestion as a way to build up your pool of future resources. Well, there you have it. If you're always hiring and keeping decent records of potential employees for down the road, you'll likely find this makes hiring easier and easier as time goes along. Thank you for listening. I'd like to ask a very big favor, and that is to head over to iTunes, and if you type in the phrase hiring tips, or even just the word hiring, you'll make your way to our podcast fairly quickly. And then if you could leave us a review of any kind, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the Hiring Tips Podcast. And one more big favor, let your friends and business associates know about our Hiring Tips Podcast. That would be exceptionally helpful and greatly appreciated. The Hiring Tips is brought to you by the Employee Testing Center. We have an employee testing service that will help you hire better staff. It's very accurate, easy to understand, and delightfully affordable. Watch our 3-minute video at getbetterstaff.com. That's getbetterstaff.com. Our podcast does not represent legal advice. Employment law can vary from state to state. So please consult an attorney familiar with the law that applies to the area where your business is located for any legal questions specific to your company.